Surprised it's registering now. Huh. Weird. Anyways. Oh, here today to numbers. Numbers quite a bit. Numbers quite a little. Wait, why would I have only been -5? Sorry, I'm watching the Beltmatic menu screen. I'm thinking about how inefficient it is. It is incredibly inefficient. They're trying to advertise their factory game, yet they're touting inefficiency. Like they have a spot that's taking 14s, but it's taking 14s at a pretty slow pace. But then it's siphoning off every other 14 to go somewhere else. But they have an overabundance of 10s and an overabundance of 4s. I'm like, why wouldn't you just add together those 10s and 4s to make 14s, so then you can siphon everything from your 14 generator down there, so that 100% of 14s from one source go to there, and you can create more 14s to go to your additional source. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. Who knows, maybe it's happening off screen. I doubt it. Also, why does that... I would design a much better Beltmatic menu screen than the one that they have provided. That's for sure. That's for absolutely sure. Mine would be significantly better. I've yet to find a reason to actually do the exponent stuff. The problem is the numbers I end up producing are already so large, so getting to exponents, or like utilizing exponents in a meaningful way is difficult. Especially because the exponent function in Beltmatic is really slow starting. I don't know. I'll get to it whenever I actually start playing. But I've never started playing on time. That is not my MO. My MO is to sit around for anywhere between 20 minutes to an hour, yapping, and yapping, and yapping, and yapping, and yapping. And that's the reason I've said before, where it's like, I'm not looking forward to, in grad school, having to teach a course, because I'll probably get distracted by just talking about whatever. And if you're a grad student and you're teaching a course, it's gonna be something, you know, like calculus. It'll be something that is less freeform has like a set amount of criteria that you have to get through. And that does not bode well for someone who cannot stay on track. See, like, but if I wanted to do anything greater, I would have to have like a PhD. So it's like, if I got a PhD and then could lecture on, you know, nonlinear differential equations and whatnot, or, you know, geometric analysis, abstract algebra, those are courses where you can kind of get away with yapping to your heart's content. But whatever course I'll be made to teach is not, will not be so. I already know it. I feel like, I mean, like, this is all good practice for it, though. I should do more I haven't done just like a math learning stream in a while. I've been trying to be more consistent with my math like video uploads, because the next, like, I already know the next 2 videos that'll go live. I had one go live that was actually supposed to go live in an hour in 25 hours from now, and because I didn't stream on Tuesday, I ended up having it go live on Tuesday. But I digress. No, so instead, so like I already have exactly planned out what my next videos are gonna be. One of them is probably gonna be a lot easier to edit because it's just gonna be equations, because it's on differential equations, and it's not really like, there are applications that you could model visually, but it's just gonna be like on the basics of solving excuse me, the basics of solving second order linear ODE initial value problems, IVPs. So that's very equation heavy. And like, yeah, you do have like specific examples and whatnot, but I'm not meaning to go over the theory behind it, because I feel like those specific examples are really good for theory, like different like heat equations and whatnot for differential equations. But if I'm not doing that, then the point of having a lot of visuals falls a bit short, which is really funny right after making the calculus video that was about how important visuals are. Listen, I've always known I'm a mathematician, but I never said I wasn't a hypocrite. But at least I know it, so that makes me much worse. I've always found that things that were like that kind of mentality funny, where people are like, oh, I know I'm bad, so that makes me, you know, does that make me, like, at least I know I'm bad? It's like, I feel like that makes you worse, because despite knowing the fact that you're bad, you continue to do the thing. I feel like you know something's bad, but if you continue to do it, then that's just a sign of not having really a moral compass. Whereas I just lack a regular compass. My sense of direction is horrible. Just awful. I feel like my sense of time is pretty good, though. Like, if I assume that, like, 15 minutes has passed, generally have a, like, I have a good threshold for that kind of stuff, I feel like. But then, anyone who's known me long-term can attest to the fact that, short-term, can attest to the fact that my memory is terrible. So I have to write down a lot of notes. Undiagnosed, though. Yeah, that's why, like, at work today I had free time, and I was like, let's just write up all the notes for my next math video, and then an entire script for the video after that, just to make sure I am fully prepared. And so that's gonna be fun. But the thing is, what I'll probably do is I'll probably make the entirety of my next math video and then set it to go live after, like, let's see, when would I want to go live? Set it to go live later and then make a different video and have that go live in between, because the next video, the next non-math video I want to make is something stupid, because I love making stupid stuff. And so making that and then uploading that in between now and my next math video, but it is a larger production. I think it'll fall down to what I can set aside sufficient time for, specifically like this weekend and next weekend. Because when I set my mind to it, I can make an entire thing without really issue in a few hours. Like, those math videos do not take long. The only reason they ever really take long is because I drag my feet. Could I have a math video out every week? Oh, totally. Absolutely. That would not be a challenge at all. As long as the only challenge would be me actually doing it. Because I feel like, yeah, that's the thing. I'll write up the whole script, and then I'll do all the notes for it. I know the pool on the Titanic is still full of water. That makes me so happy to know. I can go swimming on the Titanic whenever I want. Just me and James Cameron. Frolicking with Leonardo DiCaprio at the bottom of the sea. When's the Titanic sequel that is about Leonardo DiCaprio washing up after Titanic? Like, he survived, and then he's like seeking vengeance on icebergs or something. I don't know. It sounded a lot better in my head. That's most things I say, though. I was saying something. Oh, yeah, like, but yeah, I could totally have those math videos out all the time, but, like, I write up the notes, and then I do the recording, and then the most annoying part of it is just generating the figures. Because all the equations and graphs and stuff, I just make myself. I don't want to take those from somewhere else. Like, in the past, I definitely have taken certain ones from someone else, but as I've gotten, like my editing has gotten better and whatnot, I've liked making them myself, because that just feels better. And then I can add specifics and Pacifics and even Atlantics, like the Titanic, to it without too much issue. So, yeah. But I feel like I'm supposed to dedicate free time to stuff. Like, I know that some of my free time I have to dedicate to just free time. Like, Stellar Blade got a new update. They released, like, a new area and a new outfit and new cutscenes and stuff. And so I need to dedicate time to playing through that. But I also really like dedicating time to my creative projects, because it feels productive. I want to spend that time. But then I feel like I'm not giving myself the time to relax that I'm supposed to be. But even then, whenever I relax, I just feel like I'm burning time. It certainly is one of the conundrums of all time. Get it? Of all time? Ha ha ha. I think if I have to find something that I enjoy doing enough to take my attention away from working on stuff. Once I've hit a certain threshold of working on stuff. And it's funny though, because generally that ends up being like then thinking about planning, working on projects. Like a way for me to relax is planning my next project, even if I'm not working on it. Setting everything up that I can set up within a time frame. It's weird. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the solution is. Because I don't even know if it's technically a problem. But there are things I want to, like games and stuff I want to play. But I prioritize other stuff, so then I'm questioning, like, do I even want to play those games? Because they all take a back seat to other stuff. Like, my friends already beaten Borderlands, and a number of my friends have already beaten Borderlands, and I'm like, yeah, I should get around to doing that. And then I'll play the game for an hour and a half. I'll be like, okay, time to do something else. Time to do something more productive. And so I get nowhere, I feel. And especially with like a big game like that, where it's like a huge open world and whatnot, and I have explored what feels like none of it. I'm still in the like first chunk. I don't know. It says like it tells you a percentage you're through whenever you like boot up the game or like boot up a character. It tells you how much of the story you're through, and I forget what mine said. I think it's like 20-something%, which even feels like a lot considering I've done like 3 missions. I don't know. I think it's doing that like open world thing where, like, think about like this, like Skyrim. Skyrim's main story is not long at all. The thing that enhances the playtime is the fact that you're in an open world. You're meant to be distracted. And it seems like Borderlands 4 is kind of made around that. And also, I have a bit of a completionist mindset. And so I'll think of, instead of doing the main story, I'll just do side quests and get collectibles. And then I think, oh, I don't want to do more side quests, but I don't want to progress with the main story until I complete all the side quests, and then I just don't do the main story. I just don't play. It's been happening with 14 as well. I think that's why part of the reason I like Souls-likes so much is because there's no, they don't really give you any direction, or it's like a very vague direction, and so it's not, there's no objective marker that I think, oh, I'm gonna have to do this. It's like, let's just walk in a direction and see what happens. And I think for a different reason, that's why certain character action games work really well. And again, like, why I think I really liked Stellar Blade is because it's, like, kind of level-based. There are open-world sections that you can spend your time exploring, but then there are also sections that are just, like, just kind of linear. And then I can enjoy the fact that I used a math term. Ooh, deja vu. Deja vu, thinking about the 529s. Freaky. Like I said, it's a back and forth. There's up and downs, all arounds, a Macarena, and so forth. Cause like I'm already thinking about Thursday night. Thursday night, I'm just gonna start working on my next video. Like that's my plan tomorrow night. Even though it's like my Friday, and I feel like on my Friday I'm supposed to do something. I don't know. If my friend is off, maybe I should just like play Borderlands with him. There's also maybe I should play through Stellar Blade. And see, now I'm getting like indecisive. That's the thing. Because if I put off stuff because of the fact that I've been putting off stuff for projects, then I get like, oh, what order am I supposed to do the relaxing things in? I should just go ahead and do them. I should just pull the trigger on one. I should just choose something and do it. Because there's like a few books I've been wanting to get done. Like finish reading. But I also really like reading stuff. Like I really like drawing. I've been having a ton of fun drawing. I drew something at work. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. But, so like if I because drawing certain things also seems like productivity. Because if I can draw like a concept art or something, or like just draw something I like, and I'm like, okay, this can be part of a future thumbnail. This can be in a future video. Everything doubling up, all the different things hitting multiple different of like because I try to do a certain number of things per day, and they have to hit different key points. Like I have to learn, I have to socialize, I have to relax, I have to exercise, I have to eat healthy, and I have to make progress. And you know what? I prepared for my next videos today, so I made progress. I socialized at work. I had a healthy smoothie for breakfast, and I made sure to eat lunch and stuff. That's the thing. I actually haven't really done any learning today. That's not good. So, and then I was sitting in a room for however long today, for 5 hours straight. I haven't really gotten any exercise in. Just like that, I'm failing to meet my quotas. I'm failing to meet my quotas. So exercise and learning I've not done today. Like, I was reviewing ODEs, but that wasn't anything new. And it's funny, like, this morning I was even gonna read from, like, take notes from a advanced linear algebra textbook, and that I ended up just drawing. That's what I was talking about, where it's like, I don't know. I guess that's a form of relaxation, a form of enjoyment, but it's then at the sacrifice of different levels of either learning or productivity. But like I said, because I could use like drawings in future thumbnails or videos or something, then I could argue that those drawings are productivity. Yeah, that's category theory for you. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe after stream I'll just like read about category theory for an hour. Because that's like I have a really interesting book on it that I've been reading that I actually got last Christmas that ended up not opening for quite some time, and then recently I've been reading a bunch of it, and so, well, it is interesting, or like it's it's a form of relaxation because it's not like textbook. It is also learning, even though the thing is, I know a lot of it. And I know that later in the book it gets more complex. So even then, I feel like I'm cheating out on the learning bit, because I don't feel like that counts. I always feel like I need to learn something more substantial, you know. If you're not doing coursework, it doesn't count as learning. My coworkers tell me, because they're out of school, but they're like trying to they have a degree in art and design, and they were telling me that they've been trying to treat their practice as if they're on a 12, 13 week quarter schedule, which I should do too, really. But I think that's because, like, that's all they have going on, and I try to get a lot done for this kind of stuff. And, like, the reason I didn't do the textbook review today is because that would be more setup and whatnot, and I wasn't thinking about, like, if I do something like that, I don't want to do it off the cuff. I want to prepare something very definite, and that would be something that I would prepare a weekend before, sit in the back pocket until midweek or something, and then do it. That way I'd be able to do it over the weekend, have the week to update it and review it and go back to it, and then I get to actually present it midweek. Because I also want to save Fridays for stuff that's more exciting, you know? People don't necessarily want to learn on Fridays. And the Lord said Fridays are for partying. Remember, it's like Commandment 12 or something. I don't know, those things were written like 200 years ago. At Eggers. Anyways. A phrase I say a lot. Anyways. Like, that's my transitional phrase. I do that all the time in videos. But anyways. So anyways. And I'm like, when I'm editing videos, I catch myself doing that a lot. And so sometimes I straight up have to edit around the times I say but anyways. And then just like splice things together so the inflection after the but anyways works with whatever I said before. It doesn't always, so I have to keep but anyways. Those fascinating verbal tics. I don't know if fascinating's the word, but the word I'm gonna use. Interesting. I find them interesting. Someone else could not find them interesting. Someone else could find them infuriating. Ooh, I think it's time to shift over. After rambling for half an hour, that's kind of like my go-to ramble time slide, time zone, time frame. Not time zone, yeah, time frame. That half an hour is my rambly amount. You can shift over, yeah. I think I'll shift over now to a game. I'm excited. Really, I have a project. Oh God, I have so much little stupid things in the works. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I think I'm back. Cool. There we go. Yeah, no, there's a number of projects I really want to get finished on time. There's one in particular. There's actually two in voice crack. There's two in particular that I really want to get finished by the end of October. And there's a notification going out. Weird. I really, really want to get it finished by the end of October. I don't know for sure if I'll be able to. So I'm gonna have to devote... Well, that's what I do on my lunch break at work. My work schedule tomorrow is really weird. Because if I can devote a significant amount of time, I can pass something off to someone else, they can do something, pass that back to me, I can then do another thing, and then that project will be finished by the 1-year anniversary stream. Which I don't know what I'm gonna do for, like, if the project's done, then I can make the whole stream about that project. If the project's not done, I have no idea. And then an additional project on top of that, that I could work on. God, I have so much I want to do. I need to actually write something down on my whiteboard about one of the things I want to do. Let's see. That. Okay. Oops, wrong color. Let's do it in blue. Yeah, I haven't written anything on my whiteboard in blue in a while. Okay. Let me set a date for that. So that video, I want live by October. Should I do it by October? No, we'll say October 17th. That gives me a bit of freedom to work on 2 different things at the same time. That has to be done by the 20th. That has to be done by the 1-year anniversary, if that's my goal. And then my other project. Excuse me. I would hope it can be done by the 1-year anniversary, but I would have to send it to my friend who's has a 9-hour time zone difference from me. So, that would have to be done, okay, by 10:25. All right. My work schedule, my project schedule is prepared. But then I have real life stuff I also have to plan around, so that's gonna be fun. Because why wouldn't it be simple? Why wouldn't it be simple? Because if I... Right, because I have an appointment on the 14th. I have to schedule that appointment. That has to be done by the end of the year. That has to be done by the end of the year. That has to be done probably by the end of this week. Ah, crap. Okay, I'll do that one over the weekend, though. Okay, because that one will be easy, but I can do that over the weekend. Over the weekend, so... by 10:05. 10:05. Has to be done. Sweet. Okay. So with that in mind, I can prioritize my work going forward. Few things we have as priorities. What are them? This. That's out of my hands. This. And that I can belay. Okay, well, enough procrastinating. I want to start a new game. Because I just want to try it from scratch and see how I do. Because now I have a better understanding of how these upgrades work. where I can deliver, because I didn't realize that I was supposed to be delivering multiples of numbers out. I didn't realize that, like, I was supposed to still be delivering ones to get upgrades, and so these, like, just sat untouched for so long. Let's actually make a few more additive fields. My adders are going so slow by how I'm used to. It's so slow. Okay, but we got more ones over here. The nice thing is I can copy and paste that. And then add this stuff to main. Yeah, we're moving at a breakneck speed. Right. And then, because what I was supposed to be doing the first time I played this that I didn't do, is utilizing the fact that, like, I should have been moving outwards more, and I wasn't. So, we're gonna go ahead and paste this. And we're gonna create so this will be wildly inefficient for now, but we're just trying to get 3s into existence. Even though this goes against my classic 3 generator setup. I can live with that though. This also goes against my classic 3 generator. Try this from scratch. 1, 2, 3. Okay. For the sake of just the amount we have, we're not going to spread too thin. Still thin enough, but could be thinner is the takeaway. Okay, this will make 2s. Threes here. Twos will go into A. In this case, 2s will go into B's. Yeah, look how pretty that looks. And now we're producing 3s. But I still want to be producing a sufficient amount of 1s and 2s for the time being. And now I can feel much more, and there's no reason I shouldn't also just increase my output, my 3 output, with 3 generators on both of these. In the meantime, I'll still be producing 1s and 2s, 2s from here. Okay, we're producing the same amount of 1s and 2s from both these. But we're almost definitely gonna need more. Let's actually do another 1-2 generator over here. 50% upgrade. What was that? Alright, now we gotta start making 14s. Alright. But we still need our 1s and our 2s. And we just unlocked 2s. Okay, so let's go ahead. We can start making 6s with one of these. This will produce 6s. This will produce 6s. And then I can siphon 2s from here. Yeah, let's siphon off these 2s. Let me start adding some labels. 6. 6. And then here's where I can start making 14s. And since we're not very efficient right now, we can kind of like set it kind of sparse and then just increase efficiency as we go. Flip that upside down. I'll just leave it as that for now. Okay. And this will be producing 14s, and this will be producing 8s. Oh, I don't have bridges yet. Right, I haven't unlocked bridges. Do I unlock bridges? Next level. Right, and I'm supposed to be producing 5s now. Okay, I can make this work. Just space these out then. Yeah, I made so many assumptions about just like what I have, but I straight up do not have them. Okay, so until I do bridges, we're gonna be stuck at kind of low values. That's fine though. We'll live. It's gonna be 8s, and this is gonna be 14s. So 6. Okay. So now I have to start shifting into 5s. So let's start taking... Where do I have more 2s? Let's start shifting these 3s away. And just adding them right up here. Producing 3s from that still. Alright, I have to kind of like do it vertically, because that's the only way that we're going to be able to sneak in some 2s from here. No, even that doesn't work. We are just really limited right now. We'll get bridges. I'll live. I'll live. Okay. Oh, that's one. Fives, and let's also... So 3s can all go there, 2s can all go there. Let's also steal some, if not all of them. We'll just steal some of those 3s, because we still want 3s being produced. And if that is the case, then I could also start... Things get so much easier once you get the bridge, huh? That's my rate. There's some sixes. Wait, where are the sixes coming from? Ah, oops, oops. That's how I can get around it. 2 different production lines. There we go. Now we're producing 5s. Hey, 18s. Six, 6, and 6. Alright, so because our adders are currently so slow, we actually have an overabundance of 6s. I'm going to start siphoning them off of this, because this is only adding to 1, whereas this is adding to there, so... Let's just do it like this. And we don't need to worry about bridges, because we're just adding the same thing. I'm just gonna do it like this. Do a header right there. Says that those were flipped. Okay. And boom. Boom. No, that'll... What am I doing? That's gonna make 24. There we go. That works. Okay. Ta-da! 18s are being produced. Thumbs down. No, I did not order anything from you. Alright. Okay, we're starting to shift some of them. But until we get the bridge, things get backed up pretty heavily. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, the adder is going fast. The extractor especially. Its new upgrade is already showing off. But until we get the bridge, we can't really utilize our backups here. Which makes me sad. Alright, don't worry, we're about to though. We're about to though. Alright, we got bridges now. Bridges means we can do basically anything. Not entirely true, but we're gonna pretend it is. It's so funny to me that bridges are not a default thing, because they immediately become so kind of like necessary to make anything complex. Start shifting those. 6s are going there. Yeah, we can just immediately start siphoning 6s. Awesome! Ooh, connection error. Need to start making 10s, and this... Have I learned 3s yet? No. So I'm gonna make more 5 production. Let's do that. These two are taking a lot, so let's do that like almost like in the pocket here. Since my extractors are still weaker and my adders are still weaker, I don't think I'll need that many, but... Those are going to be 5s, and we're going to go ahead and start a new track here. 3s are A's on this one. B's, that's also labeled as 5, so I won't bother relabeling. Perfect. 3s, 2s, 2s. Alright, and we still need 5s, right? No, I think we're actually producing useless 5s right now. Good to know. So let's shift all of those 5s into 10 production. And we have 6, 5. Let's just do 3 for now, because our adders are still pretty weak. And then these will be producing 10s. That can all shift into what will become another section of main. Perfect. Our adders are better, but still not great. Okay, cool. We're producing 8s that we don't need to anymore. So let's go ahead and reuse our 8s. What can we use our 8s for? Our 8s are getting added. Oh, we never... Eights for any specific reason? Oh, no, wait, we were needing 8s to add to... We never needed 8s. Hold on a minute. We never needed 8s. These were all designed to be producing 14s. And I messed up a bit. Don't know why they're sending an email, but yes they are. There we go. No more useless 8s can be produced. We still need 3s. Those 8s will disappear in a second. In the meantime, let's try and recreate 5 production somewhere. Oh, because we actually have an overabundance of 1s here, so let's also take this and siphon this off into a doubler. So this doubler will be producing 4s. And then we can siphon those 1s. We can generate kind of a mini additive field right here. Let's see, where's our input? This is B input, that'll be 1s. A input, it's here. This is output. Wait, what? Begs the question, what's happening here? Oh, because that's going to an additional one. So this will be output, this will be output, these will be A input, which will be producing 4s. So this will be another set of 5 production. What am I going to do with those 5s? Actually, yeah, what do I need right now? I'm not gonna get the subtractor for a while, but we can actually just feed this all into another doubler. Right up here for 10 production. And again, all of our stuff's weak enough right now where it doesn't really matter. That. Okay. 4s, 1s, these are 10s. In our 10s, we can push directly to main. Cool. Let's go ahead and replicate this process. Where do we have more 2s? Right there. Same mentality. This time, our 2s will be our Bs. And our 10s will be, or sorry, our 1s will be our As. Sure we're producing the right things. Fours, 1s, 4s, 1s. That's all looking good. 5s. Show me a 10. 10s are coming up. Alright, what do we need next? 16s. 16s. How are we gonna do 16s? We have 3s now. What can I do with 3s? 3s, 1s, 4s. Do this. How do I need to? Well, I don't like 6s. We're gonna do 8s. Okay. I also don't like how exactly that looks. That's also things. Okay, that'll work. So, hooray, Wisebot got that. And then what number did we need at 16s? Got a few things I can do. 3s, 8s, then... Oh, let's actually do that. Let's do that. That'll be easier. 3s, 8s. How do I want to do it? We can take... Not having a subtractor is annoying. Hey, Baron. How are you doing today? The 187 game. Exactly. I started a new save file because I wanted to see about doing it like more efficiently from scratch. So it's been fun. Okay, let's throw in some doublers. Very quick doublers. I think radius. Right. 768. Yeah, 768 exactly. The other game is still thriving, although I haven't played in a while on that one, but it is still in existence. And currently, a lot of 768s have been converted to 766s. Because coming up, and my main game is going to be 1748, which I can get by adding 997, 766, and then subtracting 15 from that. Which is an excuse for me to use more subtractors, because that's more fun. Efficiency is addictive. Oh, trust me. I'm actually already tempted to... So this is the main one. Like, we have this mess here, which is just beautifully inefficient. It's so beautifully inefficient, and it makes me so happy. The 84s have nowhere to go, but look at they're trucking along. They are trucking along. Where are they going? What's happening to these 84s? Or here, that'll be useful. Let's follow the 84s. The 84s are being doubled to become 168s. The 168s are being added to 22s to become 190s. The 190s are being added to 3132s to become 3322s. And the 3322s... What's happening to them? I think the 3322s are just being funneled directly into main. Yep, cool. That's too much math. That's not enough math. Numbers is numbers. Okay, what did we just get rid of? We no longer need 852s, 766s I'm keeping around, 65s we don't need, and 122s we don't need. Why we're generating 122s at all, I don't know. Generating them directly into main is a bizarre choice. Oh, we just got another... What was the other one we just did? Oh, the exponentiator leveled up. Sweet. So I need 481s also. Let's think. With just the numbers I have, how can I get 481s? 122s and 65s. Calculator time. And the 766s, I'm saving 65s. I'm also saving for the 1748s. Because the 65s I can divide by... Oh no. That won't work. Oh wait, actually, maybe I can. 65 divided by... No. $65 divided by 4s will get me 15 remainder 5. So... 15 remainder 5? No, it'll get me 16 remainder 1. Shucks. Oh, no, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, where are my 65s at? So I need 65s, and I need... Okay, let me write this down. Because what I can do is I can do 65s divided by 4 to get, and then add that, or we'll get 15 remainder 1, or sorry, 16 remainder 1, which then we can do 16 minus 1, get 15, which we can then use to generate 1748s for the next round. Awesome. Let's go ahead and find my 65. 65's located. 65s, here we go. I think these 65s are currently being used in something. They are. I need 65s that are just being thrown into main somewhere. These 65s, so these 65s are being generated and thrown directly into main. Perfect. Okay, so these 65s, and I need 4s from somewhere. A lot of 2s, a lot of 2s. I can just steal some of these 4s directly. Okay, let's do that up here. Okay, this is we're gonna do. Let me just write this equation down up here. 65 divided by 4. And then that's gonna turn into 16. 1. Okay. Gonna be the section. What do we have in terms of a division field pre-made for us? Subtraction. I haven't really used division much, so I don't think we actually have a saved division field, so let's check down here. This is almost perfect. This is almost perfect. Go ahead and copy this, and we're gonna have to replace this adder with a subtractor. B has to be 4. Okay. B goes to 4. Yep, that's good. Let's siphon the 65s. We're all just gonna move that way now, because we no longer need those going into main. Then we're gonna have to be a bit tricky with this. I can actually cut right through here. Ugh, my connections. Go into fiddlesticks. Okay, so this will be generating. This is my 64s divided by 4s, and then that'll give us 16s from here, 1s from here. Okay. Cool. So, let's do our subtractor. Oh, this is not good. That's rough. How am I gonna do this? They're gonna have to switch places. Alright, I can make this work. So what I can do is come up here. These will all be... And then I can cut my remainders through the middle to then all be B's. They'll have to go like a zigzag. I can make it work. B, 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 Barry Benson. These will be producing 15s then. Okay. Easy way to do 15s from what we have. By easy, I mean not at all easy, but I wanted to do it anyways. So then, once 997s, actually, delete that. Really funny to have a ton of 5s, and instead of bothering to use my 5s, I'm like, no, we're gonna do this overcomplicated way just to utilize these 65s that we have, which I prefer. And it is producing 15s. All right, we're good. Great. Oh man, there's just a visual bit I want to change there. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I want to change that visual bit too. Alright, so we don't need those 15s yet. But we want to take these 997s eventually. And 766s. Overly competitive. Yeah, it'd be like the Tetris PvP mode. But with just that would be so funny. Where else am I producing? I'm looking for 766s. I see a lot of, you know, I had 768. I forgot that I can make 768 generators from just a 2 generator and a 1 generator. That's crazy. Look at this thing. Like, I have no 3s and I must add kind of energy. Let's see. 231s. No, I'm looking for 766. 766. 746. 746 is in 20s. That's something, actually. I swear, I had 766s somewhere because I was saving them. Because it says right here that 766s are entering main. I do not need that yet. But I can start combining the 766s and the 15s and save those up. My backlog. Where the heck is the 766? Alright, we're gonna have to see which... Alright, 766s are coming from here. Those 768s. Follow the 766s. Right here, right here, right here. Oh, we're pulling 768s down and subtracting 2 from them. They label that then. Okay. So these 766s, let's cut their path right here. And I'll remember where that is. Here are my new 15, so this will be my workspace. So this is where we're going to do 997s plus 766s minus 15. So we can go ahead and start by doing our undo this. There's no reason I have to pause when doing this, but I like to pause when doing it. I want to build all the tracks and then have the numbers running through them. Okay. I don't want to go over too many lanes of main, but I'll have to. So now let's generate a subtraction field. Do I have a prettier one anywhere? Kind of a nice one here. That would be a bit too complex to set up. Looks like I don't have any square subtraction. Oh no, I have one right over here. Because I would prefer a square subtraction field over a full full where do B's enter? This is where 15s enter. So this is gonna be that. So then over here, we're gonna need a good square additive field. There we go. Where am I entering? No, I want my output. I want my output going up to A's. We'll have this is a B entrance, so this is where 766s will come in. A, B, A, B. And then everything will be entering A's from here. Then our output will just go ahead and get pushed into main, which is currently unused by those 65s. What's this? That's a B entrance, which we don't need. So then my 997s will enter here. We still need 997s for a while. Am I generating 997s? Oh, funny enough, we're using some 65s. 65s and 15s generate 997s, adding 22 to get... Or 975s, then adding 22 to get 997s. Okay. So we set that whole schmagoigle up. That's good for next round. What else can I do? I have useless 852s and 122s. Alright. 852s and 1 calculator. I need 481s, so 852 minus 1, 2, 2. It was 46 minus additional 5. Alright, that's something. Was that 122 times 3? Because if so, that's something. 2 minus 122 times... Or, sorry. 122 times 3. 366. 852 minus 366. Okay. So, let me write that down somewhere. Track down my 122s. Okay, found them. This little equation here. $852 minus 122 times 3 minus 5 will equal 481, which I need to be generating. Oh. I love numbers game. My connection, however, has decided it does not. So I'm gonna kill the Twitch stream just cause. See if that improves things. Because generally it does. Emphasis on it generally. Alright, 122s, and we need 3. 3s are one of the easiest things to generate, and we need 850. So where are my 852s? 852s are coming out here. Okay. Then let's work right here. 852 minus 2 times 3 minus 5 equals 481. Fun fact, a lot of archery hobbyists are slightly deformed in physique because they keep training with the right side, getting way more than the left, and bows get heavy. Oh, that's kind of cool. Also kind of scary, but mostly cool. I'll say cool so they don't feel bad. The fun facts. Yeah, see, that's why you should never exercise. No, none of my exercise is weightlifting or weight training. My exercise is all in like cardio and oxygen circulation. How big of numbers have I unlocked? I've unlocked up to 11, 12, 13. 13 seems to be the highest number I've unlocked. I should really expand outward more instead of just, well, because I don't want to be wasting. But I feel like part of it is you're supposed to like be fine with wasting. You're just supposed to continuously grow outwards. But what if I didn't? No, I'm on the I was going for ensure correct form when training. No. Just don't weight train at all. That's what I do. I'm on the femboy training arc, which is just absolutely no bulk. Right, so I wanted to reuse my 122s. What game am I playing? Beltmatic. It's a game about... It's a factory game that's just about numbers. You deliver amounts of numbers. I'm gonna actually kill this connection to main. This turns out, if you're on the math type of spectrum like me, then you don't need satisfactory, you just need straight numbers. Or am I doing that equation up there? Okay. Leave then. Okay, perfect. And actually cut this. I'll save that one just in case I want a 3 generator later. Okay. Oh, actually, that's where I'll get my 3s. And I could just siphon 5s, but those 5s... Femboy training, no bulk? Exactly. Never bulk. It's just about cardio. It's actually going through. I've never wanted to bulk. Okay, start meeting in here. I got a sub. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Live offline. Thank you, Wisebot. I know I stopped the Twitch stream because it was taking up unnecessary bandwidth. Alright, where is... Do I have a giant 3 generator anywhere? I have a... What over here? Femboy training is endurance. Femboy training is just endurance with optional side of stretching. I mean, stretching is important in general. I don't have any giant 3 generators. I'll just use the generic 3 generator I've been using on this file. Yeah, like, stretching is important. But, yeah, for me it's, I just want the cardio going. the cardigal. The cardigan, cardigal. Alright, let's pass the 3s in. And then we just want 5s for 5s. We'll go ahead and make an additive field out here. There's one easy additive fields. These are nice. Where's my output for that? I'm not going to bother labeling this one. These. A is perfect. Change that to look pretty. I like building muscle is good. Or like building physical strength is good, but I have no need for it. I mean, I have as much of a need for it as I do in like a conventional sense of like, if I'm able to carry groceries from the car to inside the house, good. Like, I should be able to complete basic tasks. It's the kind of thing where it's like, you don't need to exercise all the time, but you shouldn't get winded doing simple things, is the goal. So these are my 3s, these are my 122s. Multiplicative fields. Do I have a... Yes, I do. I think that should always be the goal, is like... Basic ability. Hand-eye coordination would be useful, no? Yeah, like... I mean, you can do that without... You can get that without lifting weights. Okay, and these are my 852s. Retraction field. You just found out about femboys recently. Found out that they're real. That's right. They exist. Where are the A's coming from? Hold on a minute. This whole subtraction setup kind of sucks. I just want to do that then. That's B's. A's will be out of there. I guess that's the easiest one I can do. How are you introduced to the femboys? And then we'll do a second subtraction field right here. Actually, don't answer that for your own to maintain your own dignity. This... No, I don't like that. We can actually cut over there without... They're not necessarily all the internet portrays them to be. Like, you can be a feminine male without being... Hold on, let me see if this runs correctly. Pull everything over 3 generators. Producing 5s, that's good. That's good. 3s are going into our multiplicative field. The 122 should be moving over. Without, you can be a feminine male without being, I'll just say it, horny as fuck. Without that being your whole focus. You can focus on other things. Like, that doesn't just have to be your brand. And it's just because, like, those are the kinds of things that an internet design, or, like, internet tropes will always take the... Not even internet tropes, just things in general will take, like, the over exaggerated forms. It'll be like, you know, stereotypes. A wise person once said, "I'm not trans, I just like the aesthetic." Exactly. I don't know who said that, but they're a genius. Oh. There we go. 366s are moving along. Listen. Yeah, 486s. The color scheme is a banger. Should make my 481s. It's such a great color combo. Am I producing slow enough where it's not going to get in the way? Yeah, sweet. And I was able to divert all those 852s. My 122 production is decreasing, but not to 0, so I must have 122s coming in from somewhere else. On the topic, internet stereotypes, can you just mention programmers and gamers have the same relation with astronomers and astrologists? Elaborate. Elaborate. I'm not sure what I'm not sure what that relation is. Like, it's funny, because I guess I have a foot. Wait, astrology. Wait, is astrology? Astrology's the Mercury and Gatorade one, right? I'm sorry I hit you with my car, but I'm an asparagus kind of stuff. That's what astrology is, right? Because I was thinking astronomy to astrophysics, and I was like, seems like a weird comparison. Because if you're talking astrology, I don't think it's stereotype, but your femboys are insane. Crazy chat. No. 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 Yes. I feel like my lack of sanity comes from more of my neurodivergence, but I am undiagnosed, so I don't know if I can use that as an excuse. Listen, I have a math degree, so I think this just is like this is just what my brain is, and so I think this is where my insanity comes from. The thigh highs and feminine posture is unrelated to my lack of brain functionality. Okay. Still using 997s. I've completely locked. I was looking for 122s. That's where I was going. I wish this had a control F function. Oh, but back to what I was saying, like, Baron, if astronomy, or if astrology is tarot cards and star signs, then I do get the comparison. Or at least I think I do. So I still have 122s coming from somewhere. Is it just unlabeled? I feel like I'm pretty good about that. So this is the only place currently that I see 122s in. Two times crazier than I would appreciate if you did not make those kinds of jokes. Oh, here are 122s. What? Unlabeled, I was right. Okay. So I guess that lets actually clear up this whole chunk here. And then I can do something with that. Go down, go down. Okay. Hey, no worry. No worries. I appreciate someone who's willing. Like, I'm never someone who's gonna like, oh, you made a bad joke, so I'm just gonna cancel you forever and flame you, like most of the internet. It's just a thing where it's just like, oh, I don't appreciate that joke. Could you not make that? And then if the person's like, yeah, no problem, I'll be like, oh, thank you. And they just give a thumbs up to each other, and then you can all move on with your lives. Because so often, like, the response is just like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind at you. Which is, like, I don't know, I think very stupid. To flip out at someone, especially on the internet. Alright, are we shifting folks to 122s? Alright. Astrology is star signs. Both groups are into the same field, but one focuses on how does it work, and one just utilizes it. Yeah. Not a problem until gamers start going for a CS degree, extending to play video games during class and get disappointed after group projects. Yeah, I know. I know. Gamers when class doesn't involve screaming at 12-year-olds in class. What? The whole reason I signed up for a CS degree is because I wanted to just lose my mind at a prepubescent child on Fortnite. This is an outrage. Alright, where are my 967s coming from? Or 997s. I have some coming in here. This is my only 997 entrance. And then I have some coming in here, and some coming in here. Okay. So, I'm actually going to start siphoning some of these off already. Since this is just a 997 pipeline. I can do that. It's not doing it. What? Oh, I guess it will always prioritize. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. $17.48. Alright, so those are currently useless, but they will be useful later after I finish my 997s. Okay. So now, what do I need to start producing? Am I not producing anything? You got shot in the eye, you're a chill person? Dang. I imagine that is quite a story and a half. I am sorry that happened to you. That sounds not fun, for lack of a better word. Phrase. Alright. 53 17s. How can I make 53 17s? Let's start from scratch. Let's start over here and figure out with just these numbers, 8, 1, 5, 5, 4, and 5, how to make a 53 17. We're gonna need to be odd, so I'm glad that we have that 1. What's 8 to the power of 5? This calculator doesn't have a smart mode. Please tell us the interesting. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. That's up to you. That is absolutely up to you. 8 to the power of 5 is 32,768. Divided by... That gets us closer than I thought. They didn't like you, I'm sorry to hear that. That's really unfortunate. I hope you are doing okay. So this is a 997 exclusive track as well. So let's have this cut off here. Got a cross to join there. This is not 997 exclusive. 997s get added right there because we were getting clogged up. Okay, sweet. And I just use that to break up the flow a bit. And I can now rename all of this. Instead of that being the equation, let's just change this to 1748. Sweet. Over here, let's change this to a 481. And unfortunately, we are getting clogged up on the 481s now. So let's divert some of our flow there. Sweet. I'm glad you are good. I'm glad you are doing okay then. That is nice to hear. Where's my calculator? I just lost it. Alright. 8 to the 5th. Divide that by 6 is 5461. I need 5431, I think. 5317, and not even close. Well, let's just start with that. Here's my exponentiation field. I have one down here. Okay, 8s. No, I think I'd have to flip that. The big number on top, little number on bottom. In this case, little number on bottom. We flipped it. So this will generate 32 768s. And then we could steal these 6s over here and create... Is it gay to like femboys? Nah. Listen, nothing is gay. Everything is kind of gay. I don't know why I bothered to do it like this, but we're doing it like this. Okay, and now I need B's. Cool. Oh, that's why I bothered to do it like this, because the 6s are over here. So now we'll be producing bridge there. What am I producing? Keep closing my calculator for some reason, so I'm just keeping it open. 32 768 divided by 6. It's only natural, exactly. Exactly. Oh, I think I did that power wrong. 8 to the power of 5 is 32 768. Divide that by 6. Okay. 5461. Remainder 3, I think. Oh, wait, this is a traction field. Would it be equally gay to not like them? Yes. No? I don't know. I think it is what it is. Listen. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. That's what matters. Enjoy what you enjoy. That's what's important. Yeah, wasn't I Kick and you're about to say fit check? I've never been on Kick. I have no idea what it's like. And my fit check is nothing appealing right now. I mean, my VTuber model is, but even then, it's not the model. It's not the finished model. It's a temp model. Is it 5641? Wait, I think I got my numbers wrong again. Oh, don't open a new calculator. Calculator. 5461 remainder 3. 5. I said 5 and typed a 6. Okay. 5461 remainder 3. Okay. Is this? Yeah, I see some people stream there, and I've never gone. I've never gone. Wait, what? Oh, I did 5 to the power of 8. That explains why that's happening. What's my current fit check? T-shirt and jeans. Well, long sleeve shirt. Like a shirt, hoodie, and jeans. Because I have a very casual work and I have not changed since I got home from work. Sorry to crush any femboy loving dreams. Okay, so that was the correct one. This should come down to B's. This should then circle around. I know I'm not doing the proper e-boy behavior of being like, I'm wearing my thigh highs right now. I'm wearing my thigh highs and my skirt and my best makeup and my painted nails. I'm in my best fit right now. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, no. Oh, it's a remainder 2. Okay, my math sucks. Hey, Zeno. I haven't seen you since the gender fluid. How are you doing? How are you doing? I was thinking about you earlier today, actually, Zeno. I was like, what has Zeno been up to? What has Zeno been up to? Alright, what's the difference now between... I can erase that equation and that equation, because those are both generating. I've been writing my equations on my whiteboard. You've been up to exams. Ooh. Fun. What have you been taking? I feel like you've told me what you're taking and I just don't remember. Not much interesting. Calculator, where are you? Okay. 5461, that's a 2. 5461. Project M and cool urban planning. Ooh. Well, yeah, a bunch of chem, that makes sense for you. Oh, yeah. Are you looking, is the urban planning thing just to, like, fill out like a prereq or a credit? Oh, you're doing OChem. You think you like the other attire more? It's really... Mostly prereq, but I also do find that stuff really interesting. I've had that too, where it's like, I remember I took a psych course that I found really interesting. I took, like, race and racism in the a history of race and racism in the United States class that I found really interesting. I've took a econs. I took micro econs and I found that interesting, and I took macro econ. No, I took macro econs and I found that really interesting. Then I took micro econs and I found that really boring. 17, 144. Oh, that's easy to do with 12s. Okay. We're at 6s here. Do an AND field on the back of the 6s, then create a square. I'm sorry to disappoint you, 21 gun, with my lack of exciting fit though. Generate 12s. And then let's make a multiplicative field over here. You should offer a chem fact. You should. I am always excited to get more facts. More fax machines. The invention of the fax machine was the greatest thing of all time. Second only to sliced bread and the light bulb. Now, if only I didn't hate Thomas Edison with a burning passion. There's nothing I can really do with those 2s, I guess. There is... No, the multiplier will run faster. That's the thing. I was excited for a second, and then I realized, nope. Exponentiation is currently so low level that it wouldn't even matter. My calculator, of course. Gotta stop closing that. 4. No. 5, 4, 6, 1 minus 5, 3, 17 is 144. Okay. So, I need a subtraction field. You get A. The thigh highs look good, which is being used. Okay, exactly. Do what you want to do. That's what I always say. This actually works out really well for positioning. Oh yeah. Thigh highs are great at home. That's where you can be the most comfy. I'm not gonna wear that shit out in public. The highlights was the friends we lost along the way. The real degree. The real degree was the friends we lost along the way. Not the friends we gained. No, we only lost friends from getting the degree. Alright, so this is now generating what I want is 53 17s. Oh. I have no idea where main is. There's main, okay. Dodge that one. Do this. Let's just add to that. Okay, let's make sure we're producing what we want. 53 17s, and we in fact want 53 17s. Alright, we're producing everything we need right now then. That was a fun way to do that. I'm glad I got to use the exponentiation to make my first, like, 5-digit number. Okay, so I just lost use of 40s. Okay, what can I use 40s for? What do I wear on the regular? Either skinny jeans or leggings, and then just, like, I try to stylize, so I always have like color-coded shirts with like my sneakers and stuff. And then yeah, either like skinny jeans or leggings, and then always long sleeves, and then color-coded with like Jordans. We lost the friends and thus the degree, but at least we found out what the degree was. That's something. Fun chemistry fact. Lithium carbonate does not just magically turn to lithium... Wait. Oh, lithium bicarbonate. I thought I just read lithium carbonate. Lithium bicarbonate does not just magically turn to lithium carbonate. There's a bunch of bicarbonate sitting on your desk. I don't know the difference. That's the thing. I took a minimal amount of chemistry. I took enough chemistry where I was like, what's happening? Why is this clogged? Is this what? Yeah, why does it turn into lithium? I don't know anything. I took enough chemistry where I like knew I wasn't gonna do crazy good moving forward, or like I knew enough how to. Why is this stopped? There's no reason to be stopped. Let's clear. Chalien A B B B B B B B. Weird. The biocarbonate group is a carbonate with an extra hydrogen tacked on there. What's a carbonate? Is it like a carbonara? Can I eat it? No, I took like enough chemistry courses where like I could pass them, but they're all like the intro to chem courses that I was required to take. And I'm like, this is cool and this is interesting, but this is not, I know I won't have the drive to keep doing more of it on my own. What's happening here? Oh, do I have to get rid of the remainders? That's kind of cool. Does it clog up the machine if I don't do something with the remainders? Okay, so let's do something with that. That's actually kind of cool. Do that, and then drop all these on. Alright, these remainders, you have to, I think that's what it is. That's so cool. Alright. What can I do with a plethora of 2s? Yep, that's it. That's crazy. That's crazy. I love that. Bicarbonate doesn't turn to lithium carbonate. You somehow thought that it did, so I made carbonate and just started staring at it before realizing I made the wrong one. If Orange Advisor ran on Linux, they wouldn't clog SMH. These freaking programmers won't get out of my chat. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why I'm generating all these 7s. Oh, I'm generating my 7s for my 84 minefield over here. Alright, I'm just gonna start zigzagging these 2s around because I don't know what to do with them. This'll keep the 2s distracted in the meantime. Why am I doing this? And then, so it's following a singular path right now, and now I'm gonna start just like, if I draw lines through it, it'll just start randomly splitting off. Oh wait, no, I have to do it like this. And then the 2s are just gonna cycle back. The goal is to always keep 2s in the system. Have it loop, but the thing is there'll be infinitely more added. But that's a... as long as I put a, like, closed part, or, like, don't have a part where they can get stuck, I should be safe. Like, this has to run to this, has to run to this. Okay, hold on a minute, I can do this. And the thing is, I've done different directions for so many. Perfect. So my 2s will be distracted for the meantime. That'll allow this process to keep going. I guess I should do something with all of these. Oh, you poor 2. You're stuck, aren't you? Well, no, you're not stuck. Oh, you poor 2. You're stuck. Well, no, you're not stuck. Oh, you poor 2. You're stuck. Oh, you poor 2. Oh, you're stuck. Oh, you poor 2. You're stuck. This is so wonderfully stupid. Oh, you poor 2. You're stuck. I like that instead of doing anything productive with the 2s. Okay, so need some lithium carbonate separating out, so you came back and everything is 2s now. Well, yeah, I had to do something with those 2s. Sorry, Zeno. Yeah. I don't know why this was my decision, but I had to do something with 2s. I had too many 2s. But hey, they're all getting pulled out. Like Baron said, if only the divisors ran on Linux, you would get somewhere. Alright, so let me see what I actually need to make so I can see something to do with those 2s. I have 40s and I have an abundance of 2s. And I can make 64s. Oh, some 2s are getting stuck. Oh, some 2s are getting... Get back in the loop, you guys. Eventually, this will get nowhere. Like, eventually we're gonna clog up. But until that day comes... Oh no. It's already starting to happen. Oh no, we're already getting too many 2s. Already getting too many 2s. It's fine, every so often I could just come up here. Ah! And we get to restart. Poisson, you start. Yeah, I'm just like not even thinking right now. I just got distracted by 2s, and it's happening again. I need to not look at that thing. Alright, math, numbers. Numbers, what numbers? I have 40s, I have 2s, and 25 19s. That's what I need to make. Okay, how can I do a 25 19? Let's take an abundance of 2s, and else we have here. We have 7s. We have 7s. Okay. So we could do... I already forgot what the number was. That open for myself. 25 19. Oh, num locks off, that's fine. 2401. So 7 to the 4th gives us 2401. Then I also have 4s and 5s to work with. Okay, so that's 25, 19 minus R1, 18. I can grab it. Oh, and that's where I can utilize the 2s! Okay, I have something. My field of 2s is coming into play. 7 to the 4th gives us 2401 plus 120 minus 2. And that should equal 2519. Let me double check my math here. 7 to the 4th plus 120 minus 2. 2519. Is that even the number I needed? It is. Perfect. All right. Let's go ahead and get rid of all this. Sevens, 4ths. Low is A, high is B. Oh wow, that's almost perfect, actually. Okay, so this will make us our 1s. Then... oh, you're talking a lot about chemistry, Zeno. Everything's always harder the first time. Based. Straight out for it's a lot less suffering, but also a bit less cool than getting somebody working on the first time. The real satisfying thing is when you hear from something. Oh, you're talking about actually getting to do it. And being able to repeat it now that you understand the process. Similar thing with, like, I need 2 multiplicative fields. And 1 subtraction field. Relearning high school chemistry and doing a beginner experiment. I think that would be cool, Baron. You should buy like one of those like high school chemistry sets. I feel like that would definitely be fun to do. We need 2 multiplicative fields. My first one to generate 20s, my next one to generate 120s, and then a subtraction field. People think as long as you know you aren't making something dangerous. I'm gonna steal your idea for a stream, actually. Do Turkey Day, chemistry. It's fun. Without giving spoilers, it's such a funny way to describe it. My man's dropping the chemistry spoilers. And no reason not to. Right here. $20s, 120s. Okay, let's see if that works. Let's set something on fire. You can make a fuel gel with vinegar rubbing in eggshells. I did my math wrong. How did I do my math wrong? I'm so disappointed in myself. Need a 6. Don't have a 6. Looking for a 6. Here's a 6. Here's an abundance of 6s. I wonder if you run the risk, though, Xeno, of like Baron was saying, if you look at the experiments online, you're running the risk of getting spoiled. Like, it'll be like, how I made X compound with this, this, and this, maybe? I don't know if that's for sure. That's making 118s. I completely forgot about the freaking... Okay. The whole reason I did this was I forgot about making a field here. Which is what, an additive field? Look at my math. Additive field, yeah. Don't need one that big, I can just do a smaller one. A's, E's. There we go. That's probably fine. I'll probably get clogged up crazy fast. Your current to-do list is fuel gel and homemade gunpowder. Homemade gunpowder is a wild thing to just be able to make. Imagine that, just casually making homemade gunpowder. Oh, you know, I just wanted some. No. I think I still have a useless 40, but I have a lot of useless 40s. Those are in my fridge, though. Come up with projects, just poke around topics that are cool. Make me limited to make that's cool. I feel like the tough part about that, Xeno, could also be like, though, poking around those projects can seem daunting, like you wouldn't know where to hop in. Because you gotta start at a low enough spot where you can know what you're doing. Because I can combine things under the kitchen sink all I want and make a mustard gas bomb in my own face, but I won't know that's what I'm doing. I won't know the chemical process. Okay, I think that's going fine. Well, I could replicate this process. I have everything I need to replicate this process again, as long as I have 6s. I need to replicate this process. I only need 6,000 of those. You can see in C++, there's a tool called Belgrind that monitors memory usage during runtime until you have memory leaks. That is cool. See, this is why I need to become more of a programming nerd. My programming is so... Why am I bothering to do that? Oh, I know, this might actually be the same spacing. My programming is limited. Oh, and now I can do a... I have a doubler here. Do not just mix random chemicals, hardware store products, bleach plus nail polish remover with chloroform. Terrifying. Interesting, but terrifying. Let's see, do I have more 2s? I absolutely have more 2s. We're stealing more 2s for another fraction film. Ooh, I forgot that we had a subtraction field at this form. These are on top, so A is going in this direction. Go like this. A's. Action outputs. These will be my 118s. The gender fluid cheese thing you did was not a bad starter project. You can do an easier version for starting from... How much did the gender fluid cost? I remember you saying that you spent a fair amount on it, and I don't know what that number was, more than... like... Because it's like a kind of like a novelty soda, and so I feel like, and those are generally expensive in general. Okay. A. That's an A. That's an A. All be B's. These matter. Output. These. That's not where that's supposed to go. Wait, why the heck did I do that? What the fuck? Why was that my solution? Instead of a left turn, make 3 right turns. 4 right turns? I don't remember which it is. 4 right turns with a circle. Yeah. Alright, are we cooking? Is this another... So this will be a 120. This will be a 2401. This will be a 2519. This will be a 118. See if we're cooking. It's $5 a can? Oh, okay. Maybe I just wasn't listening correctly when you were talking. Or I just forgot and misremembered, because my memory is amazingly terrible. Alright, we're getting clog ups here, so let's... down here, how can we... Let's... start siphoning off a bunch of stuff. Maybe if I can improve just a little bit. I don't know why that's happening over here, but that's just gonna cause problems. Okay. Right, never buy dairy perishables from Amazon. Used to work at a warehouse of a company that sells food on Amazon, and you didn't keep anything refrigerated during the summer. $5 a can is expensive for flavored sparkling water. I don't know. I was at the store the other day. Stuff in general is getting crazy expensive, because I was at the store, not even the other day, earlier today, I was at the store and passed by $4 water that was just water called Artisan Water. It was labeled as Artisan Water, and I was like, that's... Or no, it was like $4 and like 20 cents or something. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Let's actually also do that shift and see. Because you just run out of space at some point. Do that, that kind of helps. Like, belt speed only gets you so far, though. Here we go, you want to buy a cosmetic compound. Do a super extreme. That's, again, just a crazy... That's an amazing thing to just be able to do. As you usually do. Exactly. Just casually do that sometimes. Alright, I was able to make use of more expanding outward. Thing is, I'm not producing one... Oh, it's because I'm actually running low on 2s. I would never expect it to be running low on 2s. Don't worry me, I'll save the day with... More 2s! Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Get those 2s out there. Alright. Use nitro groups to go like boom, but it also touch it gives you headaches. I wish I had no, I'm not gonna finish that sentence because that sentence taken out of context is horrible. Okay, never mind. My god, we have such a backlog. Will it help if I just split right here and then reconnect down the line? I don't even know if that's helping or not. I just gotta try siphoning off as many as I can in different weird places, I guess. Because the further I get out, the more backlog. Like, this is a mess. That's the spirit to getting a good GPA. Yeah, this is completely stopped. Why? Is it completely stopped, or is it just like so freaking clogged up? Yep. So we're gonna maneuver it through here, down through it here, add it. Look at that. There we go. Now we're moving. Now we're moving. Well, a 20. Wait. Why are you guys sneaking in here? Oh. There we go. I was like... I had that. And those are pushing into main. Perfect. Okay. Oh my god, I've been live for 2.5 hours. I didn't even realize. Okay. I don't even know what these 84s all do. I just love having them. They make me happy. I haven't the slightest. Alright, I expanded quite a bit today. I think I'm going to call it here. Just because I have work tomorrow. Oops, I wasn't supposed to close the whole game. I wanted to keep music on. There we go. Good chemists want, programmers want to learn hacking, engineers a little bit of everything. What do mathematicians with potential want out of college? A job. Anyways, I've been Poisson Variance, your VTuber math lover, gamer, and nonsense enjoyer. I will see you all next time. Thank you all for watching, and bye-bye! Zeno, I think that's called a threat.